In the second part of Irish Crochet Tutorial 4, I'll show you how to complete this beautiful spiral motif. I'm working on row 4. Here I made 2 more petals following the same instructions as for the first one. You remember we started these petals with 6 chain stitches. Now I'm going to continue this row and crochet 2 more a bit larger petals. I'll start them with 7 chain stitches. Here I stopped the work right after I made 2 single crochet stitches into the next chain space of previous row. Now at this point begin the next larger petal. Chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then chain 1 more to bring up the yarn. Skip 1 chain stitch away from the hook and single crochet into each of next 7 chain stitches. Here I worked into the second chain stitch away from the hook. Now continue working into each of next chain stitches. I made 3 single crochets, continue. 4, 5, 6, and single crochet into the last chain stitch, 7. Now, as we did before, single crochet twice into the same chain space of previous row. 1 and 2. Now turn the work to continue crocheting this petal. Skip first 2 single crochet stitches that are made into the chain space and single crochet into the back loop of the next single crochet stitch. Then half double crochet into the back loop of the next stitch. And double crochet 3 in a row, working into the back loops of following stitches. 1, 2, and the last double, 3. Then again half double crochet into the back loop of the next stitch and single crochet into the back loop of the last single crochet. As you can see, all these stitches I worked into the back loops. Now make a slip stitch into the next chain stitch. Now turn the work to continue. Chain 1 to bring up the yarn. Skip the first slip stitch and single crochet into the back loops of following stitches. Single crochet 7 in a row. I made 1, 2, continue, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into the last stitch 7. Now to complete this petal, single crochet twice into the following chain space of previous row. 1 and 2. Here this fourth petal is a bit larger than the first 3. I remind you we started it with 7 chain stitches. Now continue this row and crochet 1 more the exact same petal. Here are my 2 petals that I started with a chain of 7. Now I'm going to crochet 5 more even larger petals on the basis of 8 chain stitches. Let's crochet the first one together and then you'll continue by yourself. Here I stopped the work right after I made 2 single crochet stitches into the next chain space of previous row. Now begin the next 6th petal. Chain 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then chain 1 more to bring up the yarn. Skip the first chain stitch away from the hook and single crochet into each of next 8 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into the last chain stitch 8. Then single crochet twice into the same chain space of previous row. 1 and 2. turn the work to the back to continue working through the stitches we've just made. Skip the first 2 single crochet stitches and work into the back loops of following stitches. So single crochet into the back loop of the 3rd single crochet. Then half double crochet into the next stitch. Then double crochet 4 in a row. Remember, work into the back loops of stitches. 1, 2, 3, and the last double, 4. Then half double crochet into the back loop of the next stitch and single crochet into the back loop of the last single crochet stitch. Complete this row by making a slip stitch into the next chain stitch. Now turn the work to the front, chain 1 to bring up the yarn, skip the slip stitch and single crochet into the back loop of each following stitch till the end. Make 8 single crochet stitches in a row. 1, continue, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then complete this petal by making 2 single crochet stitches into the next chain space of previous row. 1 and 2. The petal is ready. I started this petal with 8 chain stitches. Now continue and crochet 4 more the exact same petals to have 5 of them. So keep working. So far, my floral motif has 10 petals. The last 5 are the same and they were made on the chain of 8. Here they are. You remember that the first 3 petals we started with 6 chain stitches. Here we chained 6 and then began the first row of the petal. Then the following 2 petals we started with 7 chain stitches, and the next 5 we worked on the chain of 8. Now to continue this row, I'm going to make 2 more petals on the chain of 7, and then 4 more on the chain of 6. So I'm going to crochet 6 more petals. Let me repeat. The next 2 you need to start with 7 chain stitches and the next 4 with 6 chain stitches. Keep working. Now my floral motif has 16 petals. Let's take a look at the petals one more time. The first 3 petals I started with 6 chain stitches. The next 2 with 7 chain stitches. Then the following 5 I started with 8 chain stitches. And then again I made 2 petals on the chain of 7 and 4 more on the chain of 6. At this point we're done crocheting the petals. I'll continue this row by making nice little picots. Here I stopped the work after I made 2 single crochet stitches into the next chain space of previous row. Let's continue together. Work the picot. For this, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then make a single crochet into the last single crochet of this row. For this, insert the hook into 2 loops of the single crochet like this, pull up a loop through, then yarn over and pull through 2. The picot is ready. Continue and single crochet twice into the next chain space of previous row. 1 and 2. Repeat the same work a picot. Chain 3 and single crochet into the single crochet we've just made. And then single crochet twice into the next chain space of previous row. Let's repeat one more time. Work a picot, chain 3 and single crochet into the single crochet we've just made. And then single crochet twice into the next chain space. 1 and 2. Keep working in this way till the end of the row. Let's finish row 4 together. I worked 2 single crochets into the chain space before the last one. Now work the picot, chain 3, and single crochet into the previous single crochet of current row. Then single crochet twice into the next last chain space. 1 and 2, and again work the picot, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet into the previous single crochet of this row. And then single crochet 2 more into the same chain space of previous row. Now complete row 4 by making a slip stitch through 2 stitches at once. Here, first, insert the hook into the slip stitch that was made on the beginning to create the foundation loop for the flower, and then into the chain stitch that the slip stitch is made into. Work a slip stitch through these 2 stitches, pull up a loop, then pull this loop through the loop on your hook, and make it tight. Now the flower is ready. I'll just chain 1 to secure, and you can cut off the yarn. Here how our spiral flower looks from the front. And let's take a look at its back. This motif is actually double-sided. This is the front. Here you can see the spiral goes to the center. Here it is. Or you can turn it over. Here also the petals look very beautiful. The only thing we need to do is to twist the spiral to this side. And then this side can be used as a right side as well. These beautiful spiral motifs can be used for any of your lace projects or as the separate decorative elements. Hope you like this tutorial. If you do, please give us thumbs up. For more free video tutorials, visit our website at sharonknitting.com and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching.